What do our back muscles have to do with our self-confidence and self-trust? Our muscles in general are used to hold the posture of our bodies. So there's great studies that have been done that take a group of people in a closed off posture with their neck forward, their shoulders forward, their chest down and closed, and finding out that they have higher levels of cortisol and lower levels of testosterone. Testosterone and cortisol operate like yin and yang in the body. So if one is elevated, the other is diminished. Typically, why they say over and over again that exercise is good for us and to eat plenty of nutritious foods is because we would like to see testosterone higher so that we can lower our cortisol. But the other thing that they did was test subjects who had an upright posture, a shoulders back posture, and they found that they had higher levels of testosterone. So the study was just generally portraying how the physical posture can shape the mental attitude, the mental hormonal fluctuations that we have. And this was my journey of starting and learning how to train my back muscles, how to train my chest muscles, because I look at the back and the chest in an Eastern approach. So the back side of the body along with the right side would be the masculine side, and the front side and the left side would be the feminine. So when my back muscles are strong and supportive of my skeletal body, I don't have to think about my posture at all. My muscles, the way I form and develop them with much intention, they are pulling my shoulders back. They're pulling me into a natural state of good posture. And what this automatically does is elevate my testosterone, but it also lowers my cortisol. And testosterone is important for both women and men. And particularly for women, our hormone balance is so important to us. Testosterone is so important to us. It's important for our other female hormones that we rely on through our fluctuating cycle, like estrogen and progesterone. It's very important that we don't allow our cortisol to stay elevated, that we work to strengthen this upper half of the body, and particularly the back. So I was talking about the masculine and the feminine. When my backside is strong, my shoulders are brought back open, and I have a place for the feminine. I have a place for the openness and the confidence of my heart to be up and forward and open. So I go at it through the physical, through that, because constantly trying to work on my posture. If you are someone who's like, oh my gosh, my posture always sucks, the only way to improve your posture, because it's almost impossible to constantly be aware of it, you want to habituate that posture process. How do you habituate that? You put on muscle. When you put on muscle and you put it on in a balanced and well-centered way, you're going to naturally have great posture. And I thought that was such an interesting thing that I noticed once I started working on my back, working on my chest. After years of working out, I thought one of the most fascinating things was people coming up to me or just mentioning, you have great posture. And I would have never thought that about myself, especially when I first started working out, because I was going through periods of depression and anxiety in my own life, and I was very closed off, and I was drawn forward, and I was timid, and I was scared, and I was guarding my heart, and I didn't want to do that anymore. And so I knew the only way that I could start to open my heart, start to fix my confidence in my posture, and really turn off my stress response. My whole thing is, how do you outsmart the stress response? How do you outsmart depression, anxiety? How do you outsmart your high blood pressure? Your physical body can be looked at, and you can change with it. You're a biochemist. Everything that you do changes the physical body. So strength training was very, very important to me on my journey, for my mental health journey, for my spiritual journey, and I mean just absolutely for my physical journey. My whole thing is through the physical. So it brought me obviously a sense of peace once I started feeling better. You just start feeling better. Again, my shoulders are just brought back into a natural place. Like, this becomes comfortable for me. It's honestly really tiring to be drawn forward like this and closed off. It causes a lot of pain in the neck area and the back area. And it's an easier life to live from a place of strength. Like, I always thought about this when I was starting to put on strength in the body and just like develop real passion for what I feel passionate for now, is that if I want to open the door for somebody, if somebody drops something, I actually have the extra energy in me to help somebody else. So coming even from a place of being able to produce enough energy to have things like compassion and empathy and just more intuition for the environment that's around me, you know, more emotional intelligence. When you work on your physical intelligence, your emotional intelligence is also connected to that. And we know this just from comparisons of the gray and the white matter. The gray and the white matter in our central nervous system, one is related to emotions and one is related to physical movement. So they're one and the same. And then you're looking at the aging process, when you continue to use your physical kinetic capacity as you age, you hold your mental clarity for a longer period of time. So our mental and physical natures are so intertwined. And so mental health is metabolic health. As I always say, it's mitochondrial health. So I hope this video is helpful for you if you're trying to get out of a place of maybe depression, or if you're finding yourself with, you know, the posture that you don't desire. Start training your back muscles, start training your chest muscles, spend some time with yourself. My ladies, start hitting some push-ups in the morning. Hitting push-ups in the morning is related to your heart health. So if you are incapable of doing a push-up, your cardiovascular risk is elevated, and we know this. So it's the same thing with getting that testosterone up higher during the day so you can outsmart this stress response. It's all about how you plan. It's all about how you plan and time the habits that you have. And then putting on muscle is your best investment. It's passive income. It's like buying real estate and somebody renting the house and just paying you money, right? That's what muscle does for the body. You put on the muscle and it lends that passive energy support all the time. So it's so beautiful. It really is. It's just, I have just cried so many tears just thinking about how beautiful of a process all of it is. So I hope this video is helpful for you. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, good luck.